So Jesus says, but to you who are listening, so that would be you. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. If someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone takes your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. Give to everyone who asks, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies. Do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because God is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, as your divine Father and Mother is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given unto you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Beautiful, beautiful passage. For the measure that you give is the measure you're gonna get. Oops. Oops. It's really what it is. This passage is such a powerful thing, because at one level it's basic unity teachings. You know, this idea that the thoughts in mind produce after their kind, the things that which we think about, that which we hold in consciousness, our pictures of the world. It's exactly what Jesus is saying here. It's whatever is in your cup, whatever's in your container, whatever you're putting into whatever situation you've got in your life. It could be in a relationship, it could be in your work, it could be in your home, it could be how you interact with your kids. It could be your financial situation. It works at every level of our being, doesn't it? The measure that we give is the measure that we receive.
Patricia, I'm sorry, I just want to interrupt. I am so cold.
Here, take it. Oh, wait a minute. Would you like my shirt?
I would. Thank you, that is so much better.
Yeah, I think it's they're pretty serious, you know, they're pretty serious. What he's talking about is really, I've been just being with this passage for a while, and I was in the shower this morning, and I said, wait a minute, people are cold. Were you cold this weekend? I went out with just the normal thing I've been wearing, and I was freezing when I came out. I said, there are a lot of cold people in the world right now. I know I have a coat that I never wear. I'm going to give it away. And it's all of a sudden became a perfect example of what we're being called to do. We're going to do a coat drive here at Unity Berkeley. So the thing about this is, it's not just about coats, but it is about our hands. It's about our hands and our hearts. And this is what Jesus is talking about. He's talking about every level of our being. That whatever it is that we're holding in consciousness, whatever that is, and however big our awareness of the divine presence is, we're going to get that back.
Action.
I'm Patricia Keel, and I'm the Minister of Unity of Berkeley, and I'm so excited because it's time for Bears and Prayers at Unity of Berkeley. You can tell by the smiles on the faces of these beautiful beings that we're really getting into our Prayers and Bears program here this Christmas season. I'm sitting next to Suzanne, and Suzanne is our inveterate hat knitter. With this one.
Oh my.
Think of us as the chocolate mint sundae.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
How many hats this year?
100.
100.
Wow.
Personal best. And you've been doing this for how many years?
5 years for Unity, and at least 5 years before that for various shelters and for another church.
Wonderful. And we had the idea a couple of years ago, I think, to put the hats on the bears, which you can see are really incredibly adorable. And this is Shannon Crossman. This is your first year on the bear team.
It's my first year on the bear team. It's one of my favorite things about Christmas here in the church, and so this year I couldn't resist helping.
I know, when I said, who wants to be on the team? Your hand went. She's already got friends who are sponsoring bears, which is really exciting. We see this going out into the community and out even beyond, all across the country, maybe even across the world. We don't know.
Bears around the world.
Bears around the world, Bears and Prayers around the world.
How can you adopt a bear?
You can adopt a bear online at unityberkeley.org, and you can adopt a bear by just giving us $10 on your credit card, and we will send you the name of the child.
The card, beloved child Stephanie, you are held in the comforting arms of the divine. Your days are filled with laughter, joy, and play as you learn and grow in the radiant light of God's love.
For whom you can pray, and also send you a prayer card. And we invite you to pray for that child throughout the year, and we'll be delivering the bears the week right before Christmas. I want to especially introduce this lady over here who's always looking very festive because she is the bearer of all of the bears we got back here, Karen.
Well, I have 96, but some of them are still at home. I couldn't fit them all in my car.
She couldn't get them all in her car. So how many years have you been doing bears?
5 years.
5 years at Unity.
But there was just something about the first year that I was at Unity that you had this bear thing, and it just touched my heart. And it was like the next year when you said, who wants to help? I stood up and said, I do. It's such a joy. I mean, I set them around my front room and look at them, and then driving down the street, my heart overflows thinking of the smiles that they're going to bring. And they're so cute.
Well, and this year we've got 3 different agencies that we're going to be supporting and giving bears to the children. One is Family Paths, which is based in Oakland, but they have children all over the East Bay, and these are therapists who work with kids who have difficult family lives. And many of the kids we've been giving bears to for 4 and 5, they look forward to their bears, so they have a little array of bears in their room. The other agency that we're working with this year, and this will be the first time we're actually giving all the kids at the Berkeley Women's Shelter bears. Look, she's getting into this. And they're going to have a Christmas party, and we'll have 65 kids that will be receiving bears. And then there's a house that's sponsored by the Berkeley Women's Shelter, and it's a home for women who've been abused and their children, and it's a safe house for them. And we're giving bears to all the kids in that house as well. So it's exciting to be able to participate in the community in this way.
And if you want, you can always come to church on Sunday morning and sit and hug
And
a bear.
hug a bear.
Because that's one of the best things.
We put them in the pews. They're going to be there this Thanksgiving. We have our Thanksgiving service, and then every Sunday for 4 weeks. They'll be scattered about the pews, and you can adopt a bear if you want and have a child that you pray for. You could just come and hug 1 or 2 bears, because that energy that we give as we hold these bears, just like you were saying, Karen, is so powerful. And it goes out into the lives of the children for whom we offer this love and support. So thank you so much. We hope that you'll go to our website, unityberkeley.org, or come to Unity of Berkeley. We're up on Holy Hill. We're in a building called the Ecumenical Center, 2401 LeConte. We have services Sunday morning at 10:30, and we'd love to see you. Christmas Eve, 8 o'clock.
Yay, bears!
Yay, bears!
Okay, come hug a bear
Hug a bear.
and prayer. They're just darling. Okay.
Bear.
I love this.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and it goes with the outfit, too. This is a very eclectic young man.
Yes, and then look at this one on here. This one says,
I went to my fairy god grandson's